So this is how it feels to suffer, and I had so much to say, but
okay, I think we should be good here. I had to change audio setup yet again because of audio just wanted to drift. I think Windows updates broke shit again as usual. So we went back to getting everything through the mixer, especially since I wasn't using filters anyways. So this should be okay. If I somehow have more problems, we'll deal with it. In the meantime, let's practice. Let's just get some practice in. Immediately, I'm already on the wireless. We're just gonna run through the list first, and then we'll go back and practice a few other things. Kind of concerning that that happened twice. Why don't we play that again and try not to do that?
Next
One time was silly enough the last time I practiced a set. Two is actually kind of concerning because I might be sticking. Okay. Yeah, I might be sticking, so that's why I'm just like, let's not one-handed and see what happens. I'm probably just not picking out my foot enough. Hi, Shinji. It's going okay. So I actually did buy a couple games on Steam before we started. Because Chapter 2 for Cultic just released today, and I've been looking forward to that, so that's fun. And then I also went and bought Children of the Sun since they were 50% off. Like I had seen bits and pieces of the game, but it was really Satan's Run at Frame Fatale's last week that really got me to buy it. Like that's a cool, like a really neat looking game. So Children of the Sun and then Cultic Chapter 2. Anybody not familiar with Cultic, that is an indie FPS, very much styled like Blood and with its horror aesthetics, very build engine style, but it has its own unique twists on things. The original game is quite good. And Chapter 2 is just DLC. So if you've already bought the base game, then you just buy DLC. And if you haven't bought the base game, you should buy the base game because it's awesome and it's cheap. Like both the base game and the DLC are like $10 each. Like not expensive. Alright, so let's try to see. Good to just warm up on those. Then we'll just go down the list from here.
Absolutely.
I am one song off since I did play Queen Card twice, but we'll just roll with it. We'll just roll with it. Actually interesting that Imaginary City is like all the way back there in the original. It's like all the way to 83. This is a good one. a nice little amount of complexity, but you don't really see in a lot of those charts. I guess it depends. Because some of them make them very straight. But Conjure's usually pretty good at least spicing things up. It's a lot of fun to play. Hi, Regen. Howdy, sir. Yes. We're just going through our Slurpathon set for now, and we'll pick things out as needed. I still need to fix that. We'll fix those at some point then. But we're just gonna keep going through this set. We should definitely mention what we tell Easter egg. Marathon. It's kind of funny to watch the targets kind of flip because the arrow shaping's changing slightly.
Absolutely perfect!
I won't have any problems with ESP. It's Whisper that's the first one that I really need to pay attention to.
Game over!
As long as I always alternate, we should be okay. So just always alternate. Always alternate. fuel dropping shenanigans with us. We can fix that.
Absolutely perfect!
We'll be fine for marathon. Like, as long as I'm not breaking combos.
Next stage.
I just need to be very careful not to overlap because I am kind of overlapping, so I need to be very careful of that. Hi, Peggy. Well, here's the problem. There's a lot of overlap between the holds, so if you try and actually twist it, you end up getting misses unless you manage to be extremely late coming out of one and immediately get to the next one. And you will just barely pick up the late windows without getting a drop. So those are the things that look very appetizing to do, but you can't realistically actually do them. Maybe there's a little bit of space, but it's one of those things where it's not worth it. There are some times where you do have to go for it, like Boca. But I wouldn't go for it. If you want to, knock yourself out. Anyways, how you doing today, sir? Alright, Demon of Lapras. I struggled with this last time, so hopefully we'll have a better time this time. I really do love everything in this song. Although, Nimgo, why the hell did you give it a 7-level gap on singles? Not be double tapping there. All the time just flies.
Absolutely perfect!
Like, I can't believe it's already over halfway past through September. I have Slurpathon this weekend with 2 things to do. And then I have driving for a community invitational weekend after.
Next stage.
Now, this year's gone by quick. It's already almost 3/4 of the way out. Time flies. Alright, more fatigue. Let's see if I can remember everything we learned the other day. Let's see if we can keep everything in mind. I need to be actively thinking about it. Either that or Yeonja Kim's gonna stare into my soul forever. I was actually surprised by like the number of PGs on this, but it makes sense when I realize people bracket up and down. I don't really get that option. Be consistent. Hey, you know, I'm glad I got this again because my video from the other day was trashed by audio sync. So yay.
Absolutely perfect!
There. Now I have a good video. That was nice to get one crash. All I had to do was pay attention. And it's easy. Sort of.
Next stage.
Not really. It's still kind of hard.
나이는 숫자 마음이 진짜 가슴이 뛰는 대로 가면 돼 이제는 더 이상
Those are the kinds of silly charts I love. Like, if you're gonna overdo something, you gotta deliver, and that one delivers. To be fair, the next one also delivers in a very weird way. Yeah, in the interest of saving energy, I'm not going to be twisting much outside of like the very last run and a couple of smaller parts. The super twisty runs, if you do them, are fun, but I kind of need to save the energy for the rest of the showcase. At least I'm very prepared for this one.
많은 것 욕심은 네 맘속에서 burning 생각 속에서 찾아봐 너의 모습을 going 무엇을 원하는 건지 말해봐 네 맘에 frozen I just 생각해 your story 막상 뭐해 두려움이 가득 차인 이것은 너인데 가지 말고 보여 우리 세상 주인공은 너인데 닿을 때까지 준비해 오를 때까지 너를 찾아간다 뿅 잡아먹지 호랑이 같은 정도 호랑이가 되게 먹어 먼지가 빨리 도망쳐 어둡고 외로운 밤 차갑게 변해가 기뻐지는 나의 사라져간다 무슨 말도 걸어 묻지 말고 던져 세상은 네 맘대로 안 되니 오히려 욕심을 많은데 당연하주면 안 잡아먹지 호랑이가 더 지겹다 호랑이가 더 두껍다 난 지금 빨리 준비해 Do what you wanna know what I wanna say Do what you wanna I'll be taken Hey Do what you wanna know what I wanna say Do what you wanna 막 하나 주면 안 잡아먹지
Oopsie. Should probably play that a couple more times later. Hey, Amir. Just didn't have my head.
Wow, you're awesome!
Just didn't quite have my head in there.
Next stage.
That's fine. We'll come back for that so we can get some more practice.
호랑이 같은 정도 호랑이가 되게 먹어
Okay, well, we have 2 hard singles left. Sonic Boom's been getting easier, but I still need to pay attention. Remember that one bracket gallop is missing. Just keep doing gallops. It's like, dang it, Sonny. some of these at some point. Like, I should have 21 done, but we'll get to that at some point after the marathon. Let's just try and do a little better. Yeah, nice ending. That was a really good ending. It made up for everything before. No miss! That's not a better score, but that's a no miss. I'll take it. That's funny. Yeah, like the plate is saved. I'll take it. Like I had a couple stumbles, but I'll take my no miss. That's fine. That's a good one to get. I haven't really played that one that much. So to get it this early on is actually not bad. Considering I'm not really good at that turn. Comparatively.
Game over.
It is fun. Like once you've like pieced it together and know what's going on, it's quite fun. And I think the charts do make up for the song being just kind of as far as Usao's songs go.
I don't mind if it's fine.
It's at least not blaring. When Usao ends up a little too obnoxious, I hate that more than getting something a little more mild. So I would rather take this than something like overly obnoxious. That's good. Now for Crimson Hood, which is the one that's really scary, and the one I'm more worried about. Also, in case y'all didn't see, new Rise update was teased, and I'm happy to see Yamajet composing more for Animira, because his two tunes in Chrono Circle were very good and good fits for the game. And this next one looks like it'll be a good fit for Rise, so I'm happy Yamajet's contributing still. Yeah, everybody's talking about Bamboo. I didn't know what the hype was until, well, I didn't know what the discourse was until people told me about it. So, I guess we're going to get Soflan of some kind, but we're honestly kind of overdue for that, of all things. We are kind of overdue for some kind of Soflan. Like, every once in a while, and I do mean once in a while, is okay for that. Other highlights include a tag song that's not original, but I haven't heard it in any other game. So that's interesting. And I saw saw some people freaking about the BGA for pastry mix. That's gonna be great to see the whole thing. Oh, that one's gonna be great. Alright, Crimson Hood.
About the year.
Alright, Leo, let's go. I hear raid. Make me overrated. Oh, Babs. Hi, Babs. What a time to raid. Because we are in the middle of doing marathon practice. And what a turn to come in on. Hey, I got the ending. Hi, Turtles. Hi, Babs. Hi, Nerdy Excursions. That's the tiniest little improvement. I'll take what I can get.
Wow! New record!
I'll take what I can get. I'm gonna blame Babs for the energy on that. Thank you, Babs. This was? Ah. Well, sometimes you never know. Remember, Juggle was BMS and it got submitted for a Voltex contest. So you never know. Reality.
Recut.
Was that recut? I thought it was still the original version.
I'm pretty sure the lyrics are different.
No, I think they wanted to use the Japanese version still. Like.
Japanese lyrics are different. And BMS was longer.
Yeah. Oh. No, it's good because it's very fitting. I hope you had a good rest of stream, ma'am. Welcome, everyone. Anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Zelo, or Zelo, however you want to say it, never matters. I have a marathon this weekend that I'm playing 2 things in. I am playing Overload tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, and I am playing this, doing a pump showcase on Sunday. Both will be on for Slurpathon at Slurpy Ninja's channel. So we're just trying to do some marathon practice, just kind of smooth over some stuff. I do have one more day I can practice this on Saturday, thankfully, when I'm off work, before we do the marathon on Sunday. So, but I want to make sure everything's nice and tight because the last time I practiced my marathon set, it went horribly as a whole. So we're just making sure everything's good. Anyways, a good Crimson Hood score and a no miss on Sonic Boom is a good start. So, anyways, how was the Silk Song so far? I'm probably not going to be playing it anytime soon, but I hope it's been fun. Well, speaking of Slurpee, hi Slurpee and friends. I was just talking about y'all because I was just talking about Slurpathon. Anybody who doesn't know me, hi, I'm Zelo. I have to play Overload and Pump in Slurpee's Marathon this weekend. You should watch. As long as you don't get motion sickness on overload. Alright, I need to like move on before I run out of time, so let me pick next song. So I've done all my single stuff, and now we're gonna go into double strings. Where is Imperium? Imperium's like right. Yeah, what's up, Omax? Pump is like 7 p.m. Central? I have to go look it up again. I know it was at a comfortable time for me. I love this song so much. It's also nice to play an easier chart for a marathon, so I don't die. And it really does show the creativity of what you can do with just the middle six panels. Anybody who's familiar with imprinting by Sakito, this is the sequel. And it's original to Pump, so it's very nice. Just a nice song. A very, very nice song.
Absolutely perfect!
So like I said, we're doing practice for the marathon set. So what I like to do is do a whole bunch of singles going in ascending order, and then start over halfway through the set with doubles and go in ascending order until the end. It gives me a break, so it's nice to be able to just kind of be able to chill. And because thankfully the organizers did not care whether I use K-pop or not, we have a bunch of K-pop in the set. Like, this is actually one of the few times I get to play K-pop in my sets, because most K-pop, modern K-pop, just gets flagged on Twitch and mutes the VOD, at least that part of it. So, thankfully, organizers are like, just go for it. We already do Rock Band. So, I have a whole bunch of K-pop in this list. I think I have like 9 songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count 8. That looks about right. 8 K-pops out of 20 songs. It's a big list. But these are songs that don't get a lot of love from a marathon standpoint. So I figured it'd be a good time to show them, because there are like really, really good K-pop picks this game. Yep, and we can always like local record, I suppose, on y'all's end, if it's not going to be too much strain. So we just have to deal with it. It happens. Or I could record the audio on my end and we can just splice it in. That might actually be better. Welcome in, Decimulation. Yeah, they're not cheap. Thankfully, you can get deals if you're willing to buy older cabs. You can always upgrade an older cabinet to the newest game if you're willing to pay the money and any additional hardware. Anyways, Airplane's fun. And we haven't had anything but from Typhoon in forever, so it was nice to get something from them. They still look good for how like old they are now. This chart's also very funny. shoutouts to Turtles, because Turtles had the original version of this before Turtle Man unfortunately passed away.
Absolutely perfect!
It's nice to give a little tribute though.
Next stage.
No problem with that. So we're just gonna keep going up in difficulty. Now I get to play a choir, which is always funny. The reactions I get on this PGA are always great, and about the same as when I saw the song for the first time and it popped up in Chrono Circle as a license. Anybody who's familiar with Harumaki's wacky BGAs is in for a real treat. That background really does describe the song well. It also describes the charts very well. Hi, SexRex. How you doing, bud? Most people didn't really like this being out of the game, but this is like one of the early licenses I actually did like a lot. That about sums it up. Yeah, 3 days early, it's no problem.
Absolutely perfect!
If anything, you should wait till 3 hours before. That's how you get the true experience of derusting for a marathon. What's up, Tess? Slurp, I remember you played Trauma Center right after a nap when we were doing DeuceCon one year. I remember you just waking up from a nap and doing that. The most slurpy thing. The most slurpy thing. I think the most memorable quote I can think of is Deuceler. Just being like, because I was on next. It was like, yeah, we still got some great games coming up tonight, but next we have Subterranea. Well played, sir. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good thing to do. Alright, anyways, we have more hardcore coming up, but I think this one will be a little bit more in people's taste. This is also another great license. Definitely a good pick for this game. Like, I honestly wasn't fond of a lot of hardcore fantasy licenses for Phoenix, but this was definitely one of them that stood out in a good way. Even though I was already familiar with the song. nice, good song.
Absolutely perfect!
The nice thing is that the cut is just right, too. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I didn't just notice that. Thank you very much. Yeah, the cut is actually perfect for the song, thankfully.
Game over!
They cut out all the repetitions and left it with just enough to make it work. It's good that way. Full song is nice, too. A good listen just would have been too long for a game if they kept more of it. Alright, so we got 6 songs left to play. Because I know I'm a little offset from playing Twin Card twice earlier. So let's finish these 6 songs out. And then we're going to go back and try and tune a few of them. Because the song did not go very well. We need to play that. Nostalgia should be at the end of the list. This is a good one. Both song and set of charts. Like, this is a very interesting chart for how chill the song is. It's good variety for the K-pop folder.
I need your love. 너는 듣고 있을까? I'm in love. 아직 이곳에서 너를 기억해 널 그리워해. 그 추억 속에 잠겨버린 난 마치 먼거리에 갈 곳을 잃은 나의 버릇처럼 널 불러. Such a lonely night. 너에게로 가는 말. 이 거리에 나를 채워. 이 노래를 불러. 온 세상이 널 멀리. 향기만 번져 멀리. 달콤한 나를 향기만 번져 멀리. 달콤한 나를 널 지워내 또 그려내 혼자 하는 이별조차 난 할 수 없나 봐 기억들 넘어 흐린 추억을 건너 지그치는 나를 뒤로 넌 사라져 덩거리에 갈 곳을 잃은 나의 버릇처럼 널 불러 Such a lonely night 너에게로 가는 말 긴 거리에 남은 채로 이 노래를 불러 온 세상이 널 멀리 향기만 번져 멀리 달콤한 나를 향기만 번져 멀리 달콤한 나를 향기만 번져 멀리
Nice. Ah. Good.
Absolutely perfect!
Like, a lot of this reminds me of Gotta Go, but ends up being a little bit more, a bit less punishing if you miss holds and such. Because Gotta Go was very punishing for that.
Next stage.
That's such a cool chart for a song that you wouldn't think would get something like that.
거리에 갈 곳을 잃은 나의 버릇처럼 널 불러 Such
And then we go from chill to very energetic K-pop. There's no way I couldn't play this. Bubble is so fun. I think I have played Bubble like S21 and some other marathon, but it's, like I said, it's very rare to be able to play K-pop in the marathon because of fear of getting things muted. So, this is a funny chart because you actually have several different ways of doing the doubles at the first half. You can do them either as bracket foot switches, you can do them as jacks like I'm going to do, or you can do them as jacks, or you can do them as jack jumps, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do jack jumps. Because ironically, that's actually the easiest for me. And for most people, that's not the case. I blame playing lots of Slam Nightmare for that ability.
Check it out now. S-D-A-Y-C. Yo, if yeah, 입을 바꾼 위험해. Let it go, let it pass. 좋은 것만 기억해. 빙글빙, 안 놀리고 싶어 해. Listen up, 나다운 게 필요해. Let me go, let me say. 이제 그만해 away. Hello, punch you like a 808. 너, 전혀 문제 없는 널 자꾸 틀린 건 알아. 그러니 뭐하지? 미련 그 누구도 몰라. Nobody knows. 어쩌지? I can't be. 어디로 될지 몰라. Superstar. 내 소리 바보. 내 소리 바보. I'm sorry, bubble. They say I'm in trouble. 사라질 것뿐인 걸 너무 흔들리지 마. 들으려고 뜨뜻한데 뭐하지? 미련 그 누구도 몰라. Nobody knows. 어쩌지? I can't be. 어디로 줄지 몰라. Superstar. 내 소리 I'm sorry, bubble.
I just like barely slipped on this one. And getting a grade's better than not getting anything. That's fine. That's still a good score.
Absolutely perfect.
Hi, Dusty. The practice has been good. The practice has legitimately been good. We haven't had any issues with doubles yet. Like, we actually have not had any issues with doubles up to this point. Compared to like the other time where I was like, nah, you're fine. You're fine. I can't say you caused it because I saw your message after I got it. I'll blame you for the next time. How's that? Anyways, welcome in, ma'am. Hope everything's good on your side of the world. So, just a few more songs. So next is Glimmer Gleam, which I actually did get a video of yesterday? The other day? Tuesday night. But unfortunately, the audio sync got screwed up. I think Windows Update broke a lot of my audio stuff, so I went back to using a mixer. So we'll have to do it again at some point, but I'm leaving the video on my hard drive just in case I do want to post it. It would be nice to get this again if I can, because it's not exactly an easy chart to do that. Yeah, I kind of went for a lot of the lower ends for difficulty ratings this time because I didn't want to wear myself out. Especially since I knew I was going to be playing a lot of Overload as well, so it was nice to have like a slightly easier set than normal for a marathon. So that being said, I am ending on Catastrophe, so that is going to be tough. Almost, but not quite. Almost managed to get it again, but it was a good run still. Ending's hard.
Absolutely perfect!
Still pretty good.
Next stage.
No, it actually isn't that tiring anymore. When you know where the movements are and you can prep for them, it's not isn't that tiring. At least compared to like other 23s. Because some other 23s will murder your legs on stamina. Still pretty good run. SpongeBob game. Yeah, I don't know. If the farmer is Squidward, then maybe. What's up, Sayun? Such a cute BGA, though. Isn't that a mood? Also, Dotsuki, isn't that also a move? It depends. Like, I used to read 4-panel stuff a bit faster, and now I've just kind of dropped it back. Like, even if I'm playing just ITG on its own, just to fool around, I don't read nearly as fast as I used to on the regular. Like, I would read, like, right at 600. Now I'm just like, drop that to 560, 570. This game I actually read faster than I used to as a whole, but it's just a weird thing, especially as you get older. I've never been good with fast speeds generally, so it's kind of expected that my speeds would drop here and there, especially for games that I don't play that often. Alright, Vanish 2. I was struggling with this the other night, so. I like this track a lot, but understand people kind of measure it against the original Vanish a lot, which is understandable. No, I can see that. There's not a whole lot of stuff that's like tricky to time. It's all just about movement, which I can absolutely see being his. It's funny because I actually don't have any PGs on Phoenix myself in the 24 folder. I've done them in the past, but I don't have any on Phoenix. So this is actually one I could probably do. Gotta schmoove. That's 0 and 2. Dang it. I almost thought I was gonna get that. Okay, fine. That's still good.
Perfect! Wow! New record!
Still a good score. Thank you. Yeah, Sim. I said, I don't think it's that hard.
Next stage.
I don't think it's that hard as long as you just go for it. Yeah, I think tying it to Bandit 2 as a title did kind of tarnish it a bit, and no fault of its own. That being said, the BGA kind of being a tie-in to that is still very good, and I think that's worth it. Because that's a very good BGA. Very well illustrated, and the story's nice. Apple Soda songs get good BGAs. Pull Me Up was the same way. Pull Me Up is beautifully animated. And if you haven't played that in Rise, that's definitely worth a check out. Really, all of the originals in Rise are very worth a check out. Even my lesser favorite ones are still good songs. Overblow 2? I think Overblow 2 is the best of that whole series. And I think Solitary 2 is superior to either of the other songs. Beat of the War, I'm mixed on because I like both of them a lot, but I think 2 is probably the better one overall. There are actually quite a few sequel songs that end up better, and there's several that aren't, which is understandable. Like, there's no way Obliteration ends up better than Asterios, even though Obliteration by itself is a fine song. And same with Le Grand Rouge versus Le Grand Bleu. Like, Le Grand Bleu is just amazing. There's no way you could, like, top it by making a sequel. I like Naissance 2 a lot. Naissance 2 is great. And that's, like, old Vanya in its best way possible. Anyways, I need to actually get on the next song. You know what? Just let it die for a second. You know what? We don't even need to wait. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. I'm blabbing too much. Let's do our last two songs, and then we'll fix a couple things. Kimchi Fingers ends up being the best. I don't mind. Here, like, quick thought. Let me let this run. I don't mind Monkey Fingers 2 as a song much. I think the rock take is actually good, but it is structured too much like the original, and the charts are not any better, which kind of tarnishes it for me. The BGA also just being just a lazy recolor, like invert, is just also not very appealing. Oh yeah, Betrayer Act 2 is awful. That's definitely the worst in that series. Like, between that, Original Betrayer, and 2006 Love Song, that's definitely the worst. It isn't even close. I can play N after I'm done with my set. Let me finish these two songs, we can play N, and then we can just go play whatever the hell. I do like N as a song. I think Crazy's a little dated at this point, but I do like playing the other chart. Alright, just run. Just do some running.
I'ma get the
overall, still pretty good.
Excellent!
Can do better
You did
still.
a really great job!
Definitely can still do better. Just a lot of grades. It is definitely one of the easiest 25s because a lot of the movement is condensed. That being said, the ending does make it work. It is a little deceptive. Especially since during the rest sections that are not the chorus, you still have to pay attention and try. So it's not much, it ends up being not much harder than the other chart, but for completely different reasons. Like, this is just more standard Dreamcatcher, which is fine to have one of, especially to finish out the chart set. I like when he writes Nimgo runs because they get interesting and fun. The progression is what makes this chart really like stand out, because the runs start very easy, and they evolve more and more as the song goes on. All right, let's hit up Catastrophe, and hopefully not have a catastrophe like last time because that sucked. Yeah, anybody who didn't see my run on this from the other day, I would have had a 10K up score if I did not fail in the last like 10 steps. Because the ending is such a bitch. A lot of people are, but I think he deserves credit for trying things that most of the others will not. At least up until we got new step makers, because once we got some others in, things really shook up in a good way. And we get some things that are admittedly annoying, but you need some annoying things in the higher end. Variety is the spice of life. Ending's hard. Ending is hard.
Yeah! I knew you could do it!
I want to play that again. I want to really play that again. Yeah, pretty much, Fingy. Gotta have some variety. And some hard-ass shit.
Next stage.
What they've done with shortcuts lately is very reminiscent of what they've done in the past, just really, really hard. Alright, let me take a second. We'll get it. Like I said, if I could just get another pass with that kind of like scoring pace, this will be an easy up score. Problem is actually passing again, because it's really hard. So we're going to look at the ending for a bit. In fact, I'm going to give myself extra time so I can look at this and rest. Now we know we're going to be on pace. Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Yep, that's exactly what they should be, and I'm glad they're doing it that way. Ooh. In other news, World Game Circus in Japan got a Chrono Circle cab a while ago. Koha was actually sending me pictures, and it actually looks like it was from a location test because some of the parts are different. So that's interesting. And I saw one of our regular players, Kamugi, will actually be streaming that in a couple days. It's fun. I haven't gotten to see him play that in forever. Really nice dude, really great player. Catastrophe. 26. We just need to look at the end. This ending is a bitch. For the right reasons. I'll let time run out and then we'll do it on the next one. Yeah, that's happened twice in a row now. So.
Hey, is this really your best?
Well, it's a test cab, like from the original location tests. Like, I don't know where exactly they got it from. I assume Round 1 had like some cabs in storage and they decided to sell them off, and World Game Circus managed to get a hold of one of those. That's what I assume. I would have to talk to Koha some more. Like, the game is unfortunately very done and dead, as much as I hate to say it. I know where I'm going. I think I know where I'm going. We're just gonna roll with it. And hopefully get a better start too, because that start was trash. Yeah. There are some great things about the design. There are some also very not great things about the design. The buttons not actually being buttons, like with properly wired switches, helps in one way because you don't have to have like a very complex wiring harness to have the thing spin. But then you're relying on a touch screen to do the input, which ended up being very inconsistent. Yeah. I would like to see that more in something else. Alright. How did I not die? No, because I have G on.
That's the way to go.
And with the Spencer scream pushing me through.
New record!
Hi Kenny, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the energy. I legitimately thought I was gonna fail at the end.
Next stage.
I seriously thought I was going to fail. Again. Because that was basically how my first one looked like too. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of my marathon. Like, that's the last song in my set. I wanted something exciting. Catastrophe's really good. Like, there are the 4 month songs right next to each other. Catastrophe, Human Extinction, That Kitty, and Underworld. I'm whatever on That Kitty, but I consider the other 3 some of Monster's best works in the game. And just in general. And Catastrophe is just a good highlight. I kind of get the idea, because passing is the first priority in this game. Now, I do wish they would save your failed score like they used to, so you at least have a point of comparison. But I think for rating calculation, I think it's fair to force someone to pass it first. And like force you to actually make it through, which is the primary goal, is to not fail. Scoring is always secondary in that case. Oh. We can always talk about everybody almost failing on whatever the current hardest DDR double is at the moment. World record almost fails. Yeah, because the chart quality on those is not so good. And they're just hard because of it, for better or worse. Anyways, Sayun wanted N. We will play N for him.
New tunes. Physical Piso level 10. Series Zone burst to 0.
Can I pass it? No. I'm missing N. Where the hell is it? Okay, fine. We'll just fail Oi, apparently. See, Dropout's really hard, but at least it's modernized. Like, it's a big spike,
Is this
but
really your best?
Dropout at least makes a lick of sense. Okay. Well, now that that set's over, now let's go look for N. For some reason, I could not find N, of all things. Even though I know it's in that folder. We don't even talk about that piece of shit.
New tunes. Physical Series Zone.
Great for tournaments, and that's about everything that it has going for it. Alright, N. Should be in this era somewhere. Wait, it might be extra. It's extra, isn't it? But extra is over here. There it is. All the extra stuff's because the thing is, it's still, from camera's perspective, it's still divided from newest to oldest. So it's all lumped in with the extra stuff. Alright, so I wanted to see this. I'm just going to play this chart. I love this chart. Kind of wish we could get more charts for this, especially since they took out a couple because of performances. So it's very bare. I'm actually also surprised this was not re-rated. Because I could always thought this could have been a 17. Interracial superstar. I love the thick accent.
난 어젯밤에 두 밤을 샜어 정신의 실타에 You come in my head 지저분한 크기에도 신경하면 내 티켓 너도 내 side
There you go. There's your N. N.
Absolutely perfect! Next stage.
Anytime anybody says Nine Inch Nails these days, I always associate it with Quake. All the time. Always Quake 1.
원하는 건 자유 계속 패션은 노란 머리 길게 늘어뜨린 MP3
We were actually talking the other day in one of the other servers about a joke, and like you should have a set of flapjacks, 4 of them stacked up on top of each other, and it's like, what's wrong, honey? You haven't finished your pancakes yet. Just get the Quake logo on top. I would love to eat some pancakes. All right, let's go back and fix a couple things that we didn't do great on, which is really not that much. Honestly, I think the only thing I want to play is Young, and I'm probably just going to call it for today because I want to get cleaned up for work. So why don't we play Young a couple times, maybe just once, and then I think I'm going to call it for today.
First to 0.
Okay. We're just going to play it the exact same way we're going to do it for the marathon. Definitely going for hand strats.
만큼 많은 것 욕심은 네 맘속에서 burning 상황 속에서 찾아봐 너의 모습을 going 무엇을 원하는 건지 말해봐 네 맘에 frozen I just say more than your story 망설여서 뭐해 두려움이 가득 차인 이것은 너네 던져 말고 보여 한번 우리 세상 주인공은 너네 닿을 때까지 준비해 오를 때까지 너를 찾아간다 퓨 아침이 와 주면 안 잡아먹지 호랑이가 찾아온다 호랑이가 다가온다 넌 지금 빨리 도망쳐 어둡고 외로운 밤 차갑게 변해가 깊어지는 나의 사조가 다 무슨 말도 걸어보지 말고 던져 세상은 네 맘대로 안 되니 오히려 욕심을 많은데 행동은 부족 쫓겨나주면 안 잡아먹지 호랑이가 쫓아간다 호랑이가 다가온다 넌 지금 빨리 give me answer what you wanna do know what I wanna say do what you wanna do 어디 가든 hey do what you wanna do know what I wanna say do what you wanna do 쫓겨나주면 안 잡아먹지
That's my fault. I was letting go way too hard. I'm a little tired. Let's try that again. Let's try that again.
That's the way to go! Next stage.
The thing to remember with this chart is to not lift your hands up too early. Because that's the part that you're going to be pushing down on most
호랑이가 찾아온다
to make sure you get enough contact. Yeah, welcome back King of Sales, except even harder. Definitely more obnoxious. I still enjoy playing it. And I will say I do enjoy playing this one more than the S20. I actually do not like S20.
and think that one's actually overdone. This one at least goes with the silly idea. And it's like, okay, I don't have to take it super seriously. But it's fine for what it is. S20, I think, tries actually too hard to be serious. The lift window. Don't. The lift window is don't. We're going to play this one more time, and we will call it. I will make sure to press down with my thumbs hard enough.
만큼 많은 것 욕심은 네 맘속에서 burning 상황 속에서 찾아봐 너의 모습을 going 무엇을 원하는 건지 말해봐 네 맘에 frozen I just say murder your story 망설여서 뭐해 두려운 내가 더 차이는 것은 너인데 던져 밝게 보여 한번 우리 세상 주인공은 너인데 닿을 때까지 준비해 오를 때까지 너를 찾아간다 퓨 아침이 와 똑같은 날 I need you now 멀리 벌벌 떨어 내가 다 한 방에 부셔버려 oh yeah 꼭 하나 주면 안 잡아먹지 호랑이 같이 좋은 거
Whatever. Close enough. What a result.
Absolutely perfect!
0202.
Next stage.
So here, we can actually talk about that for a second before I shut down.
호랑이 같이 좋은 거
So because Pump operates on that checkpoint system with the ticks instead of other music games where you have just kind of a standard amount of time before it automatically gives it to you because there's not enough time for it to actually let go, we often get conditioned in 4-panel games when there's holds together to just kind of pick up early because we kind of anticipate that. The thing about pump holds is if that holds are really close together, you either need to like move later or just move faster off that end. And we don't think about that until we have very long holds in front of us and it's like, oh, that's actually what we're doing. So it's either move faster between hold to jump or hold to step, whatever it is, or just remember to get off later and just hit the next note later. So there's briefly that. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's practice session. Thank y'all for watching. Big thanks to Hockey Babbler, Kenny, and especially Slurpy for all the raids. It's fun being able to play for y'all. And like I said, we have 2 showcase marathons for Slurpathon this weekend. Tomorrow, Overload is at 3 p.m. Central. Spoody will be on commentary for that with me, thankfully, because that is not a game I want to commentate solo. So thank you, Spoody. And then Sunday, let's go double check the schedule real quick. I think it's 7, but I will double check. Where are we at? Slurpathon. Slurpathon actually started today. I forgot that. So we should go over and say hi to them in a second. So yes, Sunday night, Sunday 7 p.m. Central will be Pump. I'm going to be the second to last run of the night. So it'll be the showcase that you've seen here. Same songs, same charts. But we'll have a fun time, especially since I don't get to play K-pop in a marathon very often. But thank y'all for watching. I'm going to send y'all over to Slurpathon, I guess, since it looks like they've already started. So y'all have a great rest of the day, night, wherever you are. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Overload. Thanks for watching, everyone. Okay, change of plans, actually. I don't actually see them on. I thought we were starting today, but I guess not. Today is Thursday. Okay, change of plans. I'm sending all over to Wesley because he's playing Coltic. Go play Coltic. Bye, y'all.